Trevor Carroll. I'm here with international MMA superstar Marcus Lelo Aurelio. I'm also here with Battlefield President Jay Golshani. Jay Golshani, we've featured Marcus at BFL 10. He opened up the show with a spectacular knockout over Jose Cornejo. Now he's actually going to be featured again at BFL 13. You've got some exciting news about his upcoming fight.
Yeah, we have Marcus coming back at Battlefield 13 to do a rematch against Jose Cornejo.
Jose Cornejo again. Now, what would be the motivation for having a fight like this?
You know, what a lot of people don't realize is that there's not too many guys out there that are going to accept a fight against Aurelio. He's been on a streak, he's been knocking people out, and you know, ever since that last fight ended, Cornejo has been calling us, emailing us, complaining that the ref stopped the fight too early. So, you know, finally, I had a tough time finding opponents for Aurelio. Jose kept calling me, and, you know, he wants that fight. He's willing to fight him again. He's got balls. He gets that fight at Battlefield 13.
Wow, that's incredible news. And Marcus, how do you feel about the fight like this? Facing an opponent that you've already knocked out once in a spectacular fashion. You've had over 200,000 hits on YouTube on this video itself. How do you feel about fighting him again?
Well, you know, as the president said, I'm not picky about fighters. I'll fight anybody, really. If Jay tells me to fight somebody, I'll fight him. And if Cornejo really thinks that the stoppage was a bad stoppage, I'll prove to him again. And that's pretty much where it comes down to it. I think I have more abilities than him, and I'm going to prove it to him, and I'm going to really mark my abilities in Battlefield.
Now, what do we have to look forward to when you come into the Battlefield cage? Like, you always try and put on exciting fights for the fans, don't you?
Well, I try to make sure that I showcase some of my best skills, right? And my best skills right now are my capoeira skills. And so I go there and I try to do as much as I can. But again, I'm not just a capoeira practitioner. I'm a mixed martial artist. I will come and I'll grapple you, I'll tap you out. I'll make sure that I'm gonna win the fight. There's just no way, you know, and I'm going for that belt. And so I'm here again. I'm gonna fight Cornejo and just make a statement and go from there.
Okay, so Jay, since we've already seen the result from the first fight, what would be the actual additional motivation for people to watch this fight coming up?
We've set a bonus of 2.5 minutes in the first round. Whichever one of these two fighters finishes the other guy in the first 2.5 minutes gets a $3,000 bonus. So if Jose finishes you or you finish Jose, you make an extra $3,000 bucks. So I think that's some incentive, besides moving up the ladder in the 170 division towards the title shot. I think Jose is definitely an underdog just based on what happened last fight, but yeah, he definitely has a chance. Anytime you go in the cage, I mean, all he needs to do is land one punch and, you know, he can catch him. And, you know, he's been complaining about the fight. He gets his rematch, and I think he'll be ready. He says he's changed his camp, his training. He'll be ready for this fight for sure.
E aí, José, se prepara aí, que no dia 11 vou te nocautear.